Once upon a time, in a small town shrouded in mystery, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was plagued by a recurring nightmare that tormented him every night. In this haunting dream, he would find himself wandering through an ethereal forest with dark, twisted trees reaching outwards to him like skeletal hands. But amidst the airy surroundings, there was a beautiful girl, who appeared before him in his nightmares. She was mesmerizing, piercing eyes that seemed to hold a universe of secrets. Her hair cascaded down in waves of midnight black, contrasting against her porcelain skin. Despite the nightmarish setting, she exuded an aura of serenity and grace. Every time Ethan saw her, her heart would skip a beat. A mix of fear and fascination would wash over him. There was something about her that drew him in, like a moth to a flame. She would beckon him, her voice a haunting melody, and he couldn't resist following her, desperate to uncover the truth behind her existence. As the night went on, Beautiful Girl began to communicate with Ethan, speaking to him in whispers that danced in his mind. She revealed fragments of her story, a tale of lost love, betrayal, and tragic fate. Ethan became entangled in her sorrow, feeling an inexplicable connection that transcended the boundaries of his nightmare. Driven by the deepening infatuation, Ethan began to reach the history of his town, desperately seeking answers about the mysterious girl. He delved into dusty archives, scoured forgotten books, and consulted wise old inhabitants. Gradually, he pieced together the truth that had long been concealed. It turned out that the girl in his nightmares was once a resident of the town. Her name was Isabella, and she had lived during a time of great upheaval and superstition. She was accused of practicing witchcraft, and the townsfolk, fueled by fear and ignorance, had condemned her to a cruel fate. Isabella's tragic story revealed itself to Ethan bit by bit, until he realized that his nightmares were not just figments of his imagination, but echoes of a past that demanded resolution. Determined to break the cycle of torment, Ethan made it a mission to free Isabel from her eternal torment, even if it meant confronting the darkness that had consumed his town. With newfound purpose, Ethan sought out the town's elders, sharing the knowledge he had unearthed and pleading for their help. Reluctantly, they agreed to perform a ritual of liberation, hoping to bring peace to the relentless spirit of Isabel. On a moonlight night, as the town gathered at the ancient oak tree in the heart of the forest, Ethan stood at the center of the ritual. Candles flickered, casting eerie shadows across the faces of the townsfolk. Chanting ancient incantations, they wove a tapestry of magic and hope. In the midst of the ritual, the beautiful girl Isabella materialized before Ethan, her ghostly figure now bathed in a soft, ethereal glow. His eyes met, and Ethan saw a mixture of gratitude and longing with her gaze. As the last word of the incantation echoed through the forest, Isabella's spirit began to fade, carried away by a gentle wind that whispered promises of freedom and redemption. Ethan's nightmare ceased, replaced by peaceful slumber. This town too seemed to be infused with a renowned sense of tranquility. Isabel's spirit had finally found solace, released from the grip of her tragic past. Years passed, and the memory of Isabella gradually faded from the town's collective consciousness. Yet in the quiet corners of the forest, a faint echo of her presence lingered, a reminder of the beautiful girl.